Adventures of the Broken Retired welcomes you to the Journey of the Black Trunk. Part 29. The disassembly is complete. Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome back out to the garage with me here. It's, I think it's Friday the 14th of August. Pretty sure that's what it is. You know, I never in my life would have ever thought that I would get to a point to where I would actually have a hard time remembering what day of the week it was. Today, this is the plan. Get the steering column out, get the dash pad off, get the sun visors, moldings, and stuff like that out of the interior. I need to shut up and get to work. So let's get busy with it. What do you say? First thing first, steering wheel's got to come off. I bet you I don't have any that fit. See if we can figure out what the thread is. There we go. That's what it is. And you're going to tell me that tap is unmarked. That tap is unmarked. Can you believe that? Wow. Look at that. The tap is unmarked. Incredible. Time to go to the parts store. I was going to go get the bolts I need at O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's right there by the house. Again, the advantage of everything is right there by the house. But I want to get a broom. And I don't want to buy a broom at O'Reilly's because it's going to be too expensive. It'll be cheaper if I go to Home Depot. And the chances of Home Depot having the bolts I need are way better than O'Reilly's having them. So again, the advantage of it's right down the road because the Home Depot is just right here. Okay. Alright, Home Depot had the broom. They didn't have the bolt. It's a 5/16 by 24. Alright, boys and girls. I ended up having to go to 3 places, which is okay because everything's right down the street. Success. Now, go ahead and say it. Down, quit screw around, and get to work. There we go. Under the hood work needs to be done. That's where it's got to come undone. I hope you can see that. I can't see what the camera shows. And there's a bolt directly underneath the master cylinder. I can see now. That bolt directly on the master cylinder is going to need to come out. And that joint at the top of the steering box is going to need to come off. I think if I take off that bracket, it's going to be a lot easier to work with. So that's the first thing I'm going to work on. I'm not going to be able to film this and work on it. I just don't have enough hands. Give me a minute. Right there where that nut is off, that was hard to get to. I'm fixing to take off those 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to see if I can bring you along with me as we go here. I don't know if I can or not. We'll give it a shot. Something goes wrong, you get to laugh along with that with the rest of us. Let me double check which way we're turning here. Forgot which way I had the wrench turning. Ugh. That one, the washer stayed with it. Oh, there's a puddle of blood right here. Look at that. Where did I cut myself? One more time. I'll have to find that one too. Well, boys and girls, I couldn't film much of that because it's such tight quarters under the hood. Both of my hands were busy. I could barely see what I was doing. But it's out. That was hard. Been in there for a long time. But I will get the steering column cleaned up and painted. The steering column is going to be black. This is shirt number 2. I'm soaked. I'm tired. But it's out. All right. Next order of business. First of all, a shirt. That'll be number 3. Once it's wet, I'm done for the day. And then we're going to get the dash pad off. So, time to get with it. Okay, boys and girls, that noise scared me half to death. It was the doors moving in the back of the truck. That like scared me half to death. I'm tired. It's been a hard day. I'm gonna call it good for today. Put on some clean clothes, dry shirt, clean pants. Go do some editing. It's around 2 o'clock, so I've been on here around 4 or 5 hours. What time is it? The beer clock says 10 minutes after 2, so I've been here about 4 hours. That's, in this heat, that's about what I'm good for. And I could go some more if I wanted to, but it's hot and I'm tired. then I need to think before I go. This is what I wanted to get done today. I need to think before I go any further. Today's Saturday, the 15th of August, 2026. We're getting down to the nitty gritty in here now. I've got sun visors, and I've got some headliner moldings, ashtray, glove box door, driver's side floor vent. Got some stuff like that needs to be pulled out. The important thing right now is get the rest of the stuff out of the interior. So, Don, quit talking and go get to work. All right, boys and girls. I think the best thing to do is to start all the way over here to the right and just start working my way left. All right. There you are. Tell you what we're going to do. Can you get that kick panel vent off on the driver's side? Well, boys and girls, I have a couple of choices. I can stay out here all day and wrestle with it and try to figure out how to get it out of there, or I can go in and Google it. I think I'll Google it. Sit tight. Okay, boys and girls, dry shirt, in the office, ceiling fan, cool air. Let's look it up and see how the brake pedal comes off. Okay, remove the parking brake pedal assembly from a 1967, F-250. You ready for what this says? This is what it says. Prepare the vehicle. Ensure the vehicle is on a flat surface and the parking brake is released. Disconnect the battery to avoid any electrical issues. All right. Access the assembly. Remove any necessary panels or covers to access the parking brake pedal assembly. This may involve removing the driver's side kick panel. Nope, it's just hanging out there. Disconnect the cables. Locate the parking brake cables connected to the pedal assembly. Use a wrench to disconnect them carefully, ensuring not to damage the cables or the assembly itself. Yeah, no kidding? This is the good one. You ready for this? This is how to remove the parking brake pedal assembly. Here we go. Ready? Look for the mounting bolts securing the pedal assembly to the vehicle's frame. Use the appropriate socket or wrench to remove these bolts. Once removed, gently pull the assembly out from its position. Really? You have to loosen the bolts? That's what you have to do, man? I tell you what, that never would have occurred to me. That never, for the life of me, would have occurred to me, that you have to take the bolts off to make it work. You see, what I came in here for was not to find out that you have to loosen the bolts that hold it on to take it off, but to find out where they are. how to access them. See if I can find another one. Well, boys and girls, I spent about an hour scouring the internet to try to find clues on how to get that parking brake pedal off of there, and if anybody knows, they ain't telling. So I'm gonna get back out here and look and see what I can figure out. Maybe if I get up underneath there, I can see a space that an arm will go up in or something. Wish me luck. All right, let's see what we can see. All right, let's see what we can see. If we can see anything. There they are. Oh, you want to see? Okay, boys and girls, here we are laying on the floor on the creeper. Underneath the truck somewhere is one of the nuts. But let me show you this. The bolts are off. The parking brake is free to pull out. I can get that panel off. All right, boys and girls, let's get in there and take a look. Look at that. It sure does. It also freezes up to be able to put that apron back in. For today, we're going to call this good because I feel like it. and I'm in charge of this project, so what I say goes. Hey there, boys and girls. How's it going? Happy to see you. Today is Saturday. I'm not sure what the date today is. A lot's happened out here in the last week. I don't have a whole lot left to do actually inside the truck. All right, let's see what this is going to take. Put these through here so I remember they go together. There we go. There we go. Yep, you know, I was suspicious that there was a problem with this ignition switch because the way I was losing power to the fuse box, and it's wrapped with tape. I have a hard time to believe it's that big nut in the middle, but we're going to try that. Choke knob, I might have to pull the whole cable. All right, boys and girls, the site that I looked at, I don't remember the name of it now. I wish I could because I'd like to advertise it for those people. It says there's a button to release and the whole shaft comes, a button that you press, it releases the shaft and it comes out. And I've actually seen that before. I should have known that. There it is. There it goes. Should have known that. And now, what we will do, after we get the cigarette lighter out, is go up underneath the hood and disconnect the other end of the cable. Oh, there's still more there. It's all right. We're getting there. Let's go up under the hood, boys and girls, and undo the choke cable. Where is it? There it is. What's it going to take here? That's a cable. That's probably a cable too, so that probably hooks on the same. Oh, look. What is this? I'm not sure exactly what that is, other than nasty. There we go. No. Doggone it. Wish that there would. There it goes. Got these little stubby wrenches. Let's see if these do it. Now this other one is probably going to be done from under the hood because it's the temperature control and the heater control valve is out there. There it goes. Let me see what's going on under the hood. All right, boys and girls. Ouch. This right here is the heater control valve. Take that screw out. Unwind it away from that wire. All right, boys and girls. Flashlight looks like it's about to give out. Whew. So, the interior is stripped. Oh, no, it's not. There's one more thing. I think I'm done under the hood. There's one more thing. Oh. Well, I'm going to leave that on. there's a little indicator. I think it's probably a park and brake indicator on this side that needs to come off. See right here? So, I think my camera's dirty. So, the tear down on the inside is done. What needs to happen in here now is, if I had a truck and a trailer, I'd tote this thing to the car wash. But seeing as I don't, I won't do that. I've got to pull the hump off the transmission access cover. I got to pull that off at some point because there's a problem there that needs to be fixed, but that's not that big of a deal. The next thing that really needs to happen, I need to clean the inside out. I need to get out all those plugs that were holding the apron in and get this inside cleaned out, cleaned up, and ready to paint. And I need to round up everything that needs to go to the car wash so that I can go over there and wash all this stuff, wash all the stuff that needs washing so I can get ready to paint and just clean it, like the seat belts. I'm going to take the seat belts to the car wash, not because I'm going to clean them, or not because I'm going to paint them, but because I'm going to clean them. They're black, by the way. I think. They're black now. I might wash them and they might come out a different color. Once I get all the parts washed and back over here and set out to dry, I need to make a parts order. And when I tell you it's going to be a big one, it's going to be a big one. But as the parts come in, I can start putting this thing back together. And you have no idea how much I'm looking forward to doing that. So, you know what they say, Don, quit talking so much and get back to work. That's going to be the car wash pile. Got to open that up first. That's all the stuff to go to the car wash for today. The doors need to go to the car wash too, but I'm going to wait until the interior is back together. Pretty much back together. Or at least a little further in the process here. Mostly because I don't want to strip them down. I have enough stuff taken apart. So it's time to round up some car wash change. Alright, boys and girls, let me tell you what we're doing here. I can't see what the camera's taking a movie of. So we'll just have to play it by ear, I guess. All right, what we're doing. See right here? That's a bag full of change that I keep. And we need car wash money. Let's grab some quarters out of here. What do you say? Okay, if $14 isn't enough at the car wash, I got a problem. I mean, come on. All right, go wash my hands.